The world is waking up, the mask is slipping, and Israel's government is running out of excuses. South Africa has taken the fight for justice to the highest legal stage, pushing forward its case at the International Court of Justice, accusing Israel of genocide in Gaza. And now, as the death toll rises once again, South Africa has condemned Israel's latest airstrikes, which have killed more than 400 Palestinians. The call for an immediate ceasefire is louder than ever. But will the world listen? The latest round of bombings has shattered whatever illusion remained about Israel's so-called self-defense. Hospitals reduced to rubble, families buried beneath collapsed buildings, entire neighborhoods wiped off the map. This is not war. It is systematic annihilation. And South Africa is refusing to look the other way. From the start, Israel dismissed the case as a political stunt. But if it were so baseless, why does Netanyahu's government fear it so much? The answer is clear. Because this case has the potential to expose Israel's crimes for the world to see. A ruling in favor of South Africa could set a legal precedent that shakes Israel's global standing to its core. The evidence is overwhelming, the testimonies heartbreaking. Every new attack only strengthens the case against Israel. But South Africa is not alone. More nations are standing up. Colombia, Turkey, Mexico, Spain. One by one, countries are joining the legal battle. The pressure is growing. The isolation is deepening. Netanyahu's government is scrambling to contain the damage, but it is too late. The cracks are showing, and the foundation is crumbling. This is not just a legal battle. It is a fight for the truth. For decades, Israel has relied on propaganda, on silencing voices, on shifting blame. But the images from Gaza tell a different story. The voices of survivors, the cries of orphaned children, the destruction of entire communities, they cannot be ignored, and they will not be forgotten. Israel's response? The same tired script. They call it self-defense. They label critics as biased. They attempt to manipulate public opinion. But how can dropping bombs on refugee camps be justified? How can cutting off food, water, and medical supplies be seen as anything but collective punishment? The world is asking these questions, and Israel has no answers left. What happens if South Africa wins this case? The consequences could be catastrophic for Israel's leadership. If the court rules that Israel is committing genocide, it will force governments to take action. Sanctions could follow. Military aid could be cut off. Arrest warrants could be issued for Israeli officials. And Netanyahu? He could face the kind of international legal action that no Israeli leader has ever encountered. This is why Israel is panicking. This is why it is pressuring allies, trying to shift narratives, attempting to discredit South Africa at every turn. But the truth does not disappear just because Israel wants it to. The evidence is piling up. The world is watching, and justice is coming. The hypocrisy of Western governments is also on full display. The same countries that condemned Russia for war crimes are defending Israel as it carries out mass killings. The same voices that spoke of human rights are now silent, but people are not fooled. Protests are erupting across the world. The demand for accountability is growing. Israel's crimes are no longer hidden behind carefully crafted statements and media spin. This case is more than just legal proceedings. It is a turning point. It is a moment that will define history. It is a test for the international community. Will the world uphold justice, or will it allow Israel to continue its brutal war on Gaza without consequences? One thing is certain: Netanyahu cannot escape this. His government cannot silence the voices demanding justice. And as South Africa tightens the legal noose, the world is watching to see whether Israel will finally be held accountable for its crimes. The question now is not if, but when.